Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss a topic from unit number 6, that is industrial sector, and the very interesting topic of today is related with our daily life. So this have already occurred past few years ago, so you can connect it and you can understand it. Then let us see the topic here on the board for today is demonetization. What is the topic here? Demonetization. So this word or term we have already heard before, right? This was started by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the year 2016. Like you might have heard biggest news suddenly that rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes are completely banned. Am I right or not? So this was a shocking moment for whole India that rupees 500 and rupees 1000 notes are banned. That means those notes are considered to be illegal. Alright, so after that what happened? At present we are using new notes, right? We are using new 500 rupees note and new 2000 rupees note. Right now we don't have 1000 rupees, we have something pink color 2000 rupees note, right? So this process of banning or seizing the currency of the country by replacing it with something other is nothing but demonetization. So the question in your paper in the examination will be something like write a note on demonetization in India, or just write a note on demonetization. Clear? It is very important as a 5 marks. Now you need to write this topic in paragraphs. We don't have neither points and we also not have any side headings. You need to write in paragraph. Now let us see what is the meaning of demonetization. Demonetization is a situation where the central bank, who is the central bank of our country, that is RBI, Reserve Bank of India, right or not? So demonetization is a situation where the central bank, that is RBI, withdraws old currencies of certain denominations, old currency of certain denominations. Denominations means what whatever the currency we have, rupees 10, rupees 20, rupees 50, rupees 100, rupees 500, rupees 2000. These all are known as denominations. So what central bank have done? It have withdrawn. Withdrawn means it have taken which currencies? Old currencies of certain denominations. Means just now I have said 50, 100 something number of currencies, right? From that it have taken only certain currencies, not all the currencies. It have withdrawn only certain denominations. Like 500 notes were illegal and 1000 notes were illegal. So the notes of denominations 500 and 1000 were withdrawn by the Central Bank of India. Is it clear? So what is demonetization? It is a situation where the central bank, that is RBI, withdraws old currencies of only certain denominations. So, on November 8, 2016, on which date? November 8. Just fix this date in your mind. Very important date. On November 8, 2016, the central government have announced something. That was the biggest announcement. Let us see what was that. The existing higher denominations currencies. Existing higher denomination currencies. Now just now, whatever the currencies I said you, from rupees 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, 2000, which are the higher denominations? 500 and 1000. Alright, so what happened on 8 November 2016? The central government have announced that the existing higher denominations currencies of rupees 500 and 1000 are to be seized. Seized means it is forcefully taken out, is to be seized as legal tenders. What do you mean by the term legal tenders? Legal tender means the thing which is legally acceptable by all the citizens of this country. For example, if I give 100 rupees of India, this currency, then it is acceptable by all. If I bring dollars and pounds and if I give on shops, then will they take it? No, because that is not the legal tender. Alright, a legal tender means one which is acceptable by all. So, these denominations were seized as legal tenders, means now rupees 500 and 1000 are illegal. So, this happened on November 8, 2016. Let us see next slide. And why the government have done this? Why it have seized rupees 500 and 1000 notes? Why? Because this was the government's biggest push to fight black money and to end corruption. There were two reasons why the government have done the demonetization. The first one was to fight black money. Black money, I hope you all know about it. Black money in the sense the money which is in black color or what? White money means the money which is in white color? No, it's not like that. The money which you acquire from illegal sources. That too, you won't show your money to the government. You are hiding it from the government. So that will be called as black money. Alright. Then second reason was to end the corruption. These were the two reasons why the government have done the demonetization of rupees 500 and 1000 in order to fight black money and to end the corruption. The next. Do you think, my question is this was the first time of demonetization in our country? If yes, you are wrong. The correct answer is demonetization. This was not the first time of demonetization in our country. Earlier years also this demonetization have took place. When? In the year 1936, rupees 10,000 notes were introduced. Then what happened? Again in the year 1946, the same rupees 10,000 notes were demonetized. They were introduced in 1936 and they were demonetized in 1946. So this was not the first time of demonetization. Let us see the next slide. According to Higher Denomination Bank Act, which act? Higher denomination Bank Act rupees 500, 1000 and 10,000. Which rupees notes? Rupees 500, 1000 and 10,000 are considered as legal tenders, are considered as illegal, not legal tenders, illegal. So now if I have rupees 500 note, or if I have old currency 1000 note or 10,000, that is illegal, that is not acceptable by the government. Alright, next, the main heading here is failure of demonetization. Now the demonetization which have came in the year 2016 have been failed. Alright, and why it have failed? Let us see the reasons. A lot of analysis in India have claimed demonetization in 2016 have failed to do what it is supposed to do. Alright, the demonetization in the year 2016, many people have claimed that it have failed to do what it is supposed to do. Okay, and why it have failed? The reasons are, there are two reasons over here. A very little black money was there in the country, because of which the government could not put out more black money. The first reason was very little black money was there in our country. The second point, the government was inefficient, means it was not having the capability of demonetization process. So these were the two reasons why the demonetization have failed in our country. Fine. Now let us come to the conclusion. Like madam, you have said a very long story of demonetization, like what is the meaning, when did it came, okay, which notes were banned. Alright, so these all you have said, but what is the conclusion? You have also said that demonetization have also failed, but what is the moral of this story? The conclusion here is the government have introduced new currency notes of rupees 500 and rupees 2000. Old currency was banned, but new currency have came into existence. Then it have urged people to move towards cashless economy. Is it right or not? Cashless means nowadays we are doing everything online. You are paying money online, you are buying everything online, you are making payments online. Alright, you are doing banking transactions online, you are transferring money through Google Pay, Paytm, etc. These all things are nothing but making India a cashless economy. Means instead of taking out cash, you are using your bank accounts, right? You're using ATM, debit card, credit card and certain apps which help us, which have urged people to move towards cashless economy. So these are the advantages of demonetization. Is it clear? Hope this topic was quite interesting, and also I hope that you have understood it well. Please note it down each and every paragraph in a proper sentence, and please try to read it at least 3 to 4 times until you are able to say this whole story like me without seeing. Alright, so see you in the next class with some more and interesting topics. Till that, stay healthy, stay safe and never stop practicing economics.